I'm here with Gus after the game against Histon. On a frustrating cold evening, is that a point gain or 2 dropped?
2 dropped, I think. They've gone down to 10 men, and second half we've created enough chances to win the game and haven't taken them. So I think it is 2 points dropped, but there's, I felt it was a good reaction nonetheless from Saturday. It was a tough one to take Saturday, losing as we did. I thought our reaction to it was good. And yeah, on another day we could win the game. Their keepers had a very good game, and unfortunately we just didn't quite have the quality to break them down.
We created a lot of chances once again tonight. What did you think we lacked?
I think we lacked a little bit of that killer instinct in the box, in terms of we get into really good positions and it's just that little bit of I think we're a little bit naive sometimes, and we don't take up good positions when the ball's out wide. We don't gamble on space to get tap-ins in and around the 6-yard box. We don't anticipate second balls off of set pieces particularly well. And I think in the second half it's really difficult to play against 10 men at times, especially when they done well. They sat in and they made sure that they done everything they could to draw the game basically. And it is difficult when it's like that. You've got to play with a bit of tempo and you've got to try and commit men to create overloads, and we didn't really do that second half enough. We sort of done it the last 5-10 minutes, and then we caused them a few more problems and created about 3 or 4 chances in that period. So I think that's what we missed for the first half of the second half, if that makes sense.
Obviously we had a couple of shouts for a penalty tonight, but the referee was just adamant that it wasn't going to go on tonight.
Don't talk to me about penalties at the moment. I mean, we've had an absolute disgraceful one go against us at the weekend, which has cost us the game in the 95th minute. We had a poor one given against us against Coggeshall. And for me today, I think we've had 2 shouts, and I think one of them probably is. So it's just, you can't. I expect it, to be perfectly honest. I don't expect the referees not to make mistakes, unfortunately.
On a wider point, how much of a difference have you noticed in standards over your first full year at the club?
I think we've progressed loads. We do have to take that into context. We were bottom by 4 points in January last year, and we've now in a position where we're coming off a game against a team in the top 10. We're disappointed we haven't won because we want to keep ourselves in the shake-up for the playoffs. So I think that shows the progress that is being made. I think we're a good side. I think on our day we're as good as anybody. We can be as good as anybody in the league. Probably Malden and Aveley probably exceptions to that, but anyone else we can certainly match and be better than. So we are on the right tracks, but yeah, little things like tonight, you can see why we're not quite at that next level just yet, but I still believe we're a work in progress, and we will get there.
As you mentioned, what sort of direction is this club now heading in for the rest of the season?
So important that we do not let the season fizzle out. So important. And I still believe, and I said to the boys that before the game, Saturday was a big game that we lost, and tonight, yes, we've not won the game we probably should have and would have liked to have done, but there's going to be loads of twists and turns this season still. There's going to be teams that drop points, teams that go on good runs, teams that go on bad runs, and we've just got to make sure we're in and around within striking distance. And it's my belief that there's going to be at least one that will fall out of the top 5, and then it's a bun fight for the moment, probably up to 5 or 6 other teams that might be able to get into the top 5. And there's hope at the moment, and we've still got to cling on to that hope and try and put a run together, and that's what we've got to try and make happen.
This coming Friday night, we have 6 Desert lads representing Norfolk under-18s against Essex under-18s in the semi-final of the under-18s County Youth Cup. Do you see any more of these boys getting more of a chance in the first team?
Yeah, I do. We've got Charlie's obviously broken through, and I don't even look at Charlie as a under-18 player. I just look at him as a Dereham first team player who happens to be 17 years old, sort of thing. So and that's where that's where we need to get to as a club. And I look at it, I say it all the time. Dion Frerie's 22, Cass is only 24. Like I say, Charlie's 17, Murph is 18 or 19, I think. Robbie Linford's 21. Toby Hilliard's only 23. So we've got some good young players, and that's where we're going to go as a club, and that's what we want to do, and mix them in with the quality experienced players that we also have.